Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Hannes and welcome to our weekly Wednesday Tao Transformation Evening. Well, yes, no, and also welcome everyone who is joining us online and in person center. Okay, so that's the sound is not clear. Working on the sound. Okay. Okay, how about now? We should have some better sound now. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Welcome everyone. So happy to be here with you. This is our weekly complimentary event, Wednesday Tao Transformation, and we are coming together. This is where we all practice together, but also listen to some of the teachings of Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha. And today we have our teacher here, Shainey Palmer, and I'll give you a little introduction. Those of you who haven't met Shainey or don't know her that well, Shainey has been on the spiritual journey for over 15 years now, and she also has been teaching about it for over 10 years. She started very young on her journey, and so she also holds a bachelor degree in global challenges and a master's degree in anthropology. She has many of Master Sha's certifications as well, including she's a soul healing teacher, okay, and many other things. But tonight, Shainey has a very special topic for us, which is about the soul journey and the physical journey. So soul journey here means like your spiritual life, right? And the physical journey here means everything else, pretty much, like your normal day-to-day life, and how we can bring those together in harmony, how they can also benefit to each other, and what's the significance and importance of that. So let's welcome Shainey to guide us through this event. Welcome, 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 Shainey. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Hannah, and thank you so much, everyone. Welcome to today's.
Sorry, can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Yes? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Great.
can.
Thank you so much. Okay. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and welcome to today's session. So yes, we're going to be discussing the physical life and the soul journey and their relationship. So if you are here right now, then I assume that you have a physical life because you're physically here present on Zoom. However, I also assume that you are aware that you have a soul. If that is the case, please let me know if you feel like you have a physical life and you are on a soul journey. You can raise your hand if you feel like you are on both. Yes, I think so too. I think I'm on a physical life because I can see I'm physical here. But I also accepted that I was also on a soul journey. So yes, there is a lot of deep wisdom on this topic, on the topic of the physical life and the soul journey. And I'm going to share a little bit the fundamental teachings that Master Sha has shared around this topic. And I'm going to start with the basics. So in Master Sha's teachings, Master Sha's wisdom, he shared a few very simple but very deep messages. The first of his messages is this: everyone and everything has a soul. It seems very simple. It's a very simple sentence. I'll repeat it. Everyone and everything has a soul. And that means that this chair would have a soul. This table would have a soul. The calligraphies, they have a soul. This book has a soul. I and you have a soul. And this soul, and this is another one of Master Sha's wisdom messages, one sentence secrets, we call them, one sentence secrets. The soul is the boss. The soul is the boss. Now, what does that mean? The soul is the boss. Okay, everyone and everything has a soul. That's a very, number one, that's a very deep statement to make. Everyone and everything has a soul. Okay, what does that mean? And there's such depth. There's so many things. When you start to say that sentence, you're like, wow, so like my liver has a soul and the curtain has a soul, and you know, it can go really very much in depth. But right now, I just wanted to share a few one sentence secrets, just a few of them, just to give you an idea or a sense of how deep this topic is. So the first one, like I said, everyone and everything has a soul. The second is that the soul is the boss. So what does that mean? The soul is the boss means that the soul is in charge of our life. Wow. The soul is the boss of our life. That's the second one sentence secret. And the third one sentence secret is that our physical life has a purpose, actually. Our physical life has a purpose. And what is the purpose of our physical life? The purpose of the physical life, actually, is for the soul's journey. The purpose of the physical life is to serve the soul journey. And ultimately, the whole purpose of life in itself, life, is to serve. So these are very deep statements that I started with, but I started with them intentionally because I wanted to share with you a little bit of how deep this topic is. It may sound interesting. What does it mean? The physical life, its relationship to the soul journey. And I'm not sure if any of you are new here, and if you are, welcome. Please let me know if this is your first time. I really started quite deep, actually. I wanted to share those statements first, and then I'll come back to them a little bit later. But first, once I shared those statements, I wanted to share a little bit about the soul and the soul journey. So, as Johannes had shared earlier, my name is Shainey, and I have been on a soul journey in this lifetime for about just over 15 years, and a very active soul journey. And this journey is very deep. This journey is not a journey for the faint-hearted, because being connected to your soul means you come present to the depth of who you are. Because maybe you've heard the word soul before. You've heard it as a concept or a message or an idea. You know, we hear it everywhere nowadays: soul, heart, mind, body, transformation, right? But the soul in and of itself can be understood in such profound and deep ways. There's very deep wisdom to it. In my journey, I learned about the soul and the power of soul. I learned how to use the power of soul, and actually how the power of soul, when it's used and utilized, and actually when it's made in such a way that you can bring your soul power and soul abilities out in the physical life, this is a way you recreate yourself. So being a soul, or knowing about the soul, requires knowing the basics and the fundamentals. And I'm going to share a little bit of the basic messages around the soul, the very, very fundamental ones, but they're also very deep. And I'm going to read from this book for you about the soul. So this is just to reacquaint you, or if it's your first time, to introduce you to the deeper concept of the soul. And then I'll come back to those sentences that I started with. So if you are here, please close your eyes and just receive what I'm about to share. What is the soul? A human soul is a golden light being. To see a soul, you must open your spiritual eye, which is the third eye. Then you will see clearly that every human being has a golden light being inside his or her body. The soul can sit in different parts of the body, and that is a deeper teaching on where the soul sits in the body. Your soul is extremely significant for your spiritual journey. A soul has to do something called shulian in order to uplift its standing. Shulian is an ancient spiritual term. Shu means purification, and lian means practice. Shulian represents the totality of the spiritual journey. It includes the cultivation and purification of your soul, heart, mind, and body. The soul has characteristics. a human being has a character. Some people are very active. Some people are very quiet. Some people are very humorous. Some people are very serious. A soul has its own character. And there are many different characters, such as a soul has a consciousness and intelligence. The soul has emotions and memories and wisdom. Souls have flexibility. Souls can travel, and they can communicate with other souls. Souls have healing power. And souls have a very, very deep wisdom and deep yearning to be awakened, to be enlightened, and so much more. So you can open your eyes now. This message, this wisdom, was to introduce you a little bit to the soul. And I'm going to summarize it for you as in this way. Number one, a soul. A soul is a golden light being for a human. The soul has characteristics. The soul has abilities for communication, for healing, and so much more. The soul is on a journey. And on this journey, the soul does something called shulian. Shulian is purification practice. Purification practice is the totality of the spiritual journey. This means that when you are on the spiritual journey or you're the soul journey, the soul wishes to purify itself of any negative information so it can uplift and become more awakened and enlightened. The soul is the boss. If you heal the soul first, then the rest follows. And when we are on a soul journey and we have a physical life, as we are incarnated right now, we have a physical body, then the soul is on this journey with the physical body. But when we come to Mother Earth, we may forget about our soul, about its journey. And there may come a time where something pushes your soul and your soul journey to start. And that may be something you already experienced and while you're here today. When the soul is on this journey and you happen to be born and have a physical body, then, like I mentioned, all the things in the physical life can take over and we forget that we are actually a soul on a journey. And what are the symptoms of the physical life? The symptoms of a physical life are relationships, our finances, our health, all the things, work, all the things that make up the physical life. Are you enjoying the teaching so far? Let me know in the comments what you think so far. Is it easy to follow? Great. Amazing. So the physical life and the soul journey, many times they can have conflicts with each other. There can be times where you may need to do something physically, take care of something in your physical life, but actually there is something in your heart that wants to do something for your soul journey. And this is something very deep, like a very deep conflict actually. Because the soul, or the being, your soul, may wish actually to do many different things. It may feel like the soul wants to accomplish something. There may be something inside of you that feels like something is not complete, or it feels like there is something that is happening, or there is something that is, there's no words to it. This is some kind of feeling inside that you feel, or that you sense, or you experience, and you don't know what it is. You can't touch it, you can't speak it, you can't really do much with it, you just know. You know what I mean? It's just there. This feeling inside. And whatever you try to do, this message may feel like it's stuck. The message of something that you want to express and you don't know what it is. And you don't know, sometimes, you don't know that you don't know that you have a stuckness. It just feels like, you go through life, but there's something is just not, everything's working, or maybe there are some challenges or something. But there comes a time, sometimes maybe when you're alone, or you're on maybe on a journey, maybe going on a train or something, or in the car on your own, or maybe you're just sitting contemplating, maybe you're in your meditation, and maybe this feeling comes up for you. And there is something that you want to do, you want to express, but it's just not coming out. It's just sitting there. Or, it's sometimes maybe it's like a faint whisper in the back of your consciousness. Have any of you ever felt that? Or is there something that you can relate with? You can just raise your hand, raise your golden hand. Yes. I can see it's something that people have felt. And it could be actually a very deep soul feeling and soul message. It is when the soul wants a form of expression. And not just any kind of expression. It could want an expression of something in the physical life. And these feelings, this symptom, is just a way for the soul to let you know. And it can give many different types of symptoms. Maybe it's not a feeling like that. Maybe it can be you're doing something and you feel so discontented by it. And it may be because your soul is unhappy with it. There are many different ways our soul could be sending us messages or feelings or experiences, trying to let us know that it's there. And there's something that it wants to do, or something that it wants to experience, or something that it doesn't want to experience. This is what I mean by the soul is the boss. Because when the soul doesn't feel like it is in the right place, on the right track, then it's going to let you know. It's going to let you know. And it will let you know maybe strongly, maybe it'll let you know subtly, depending on what it is. And it lets you know because many times there may be something that your physical life may not be reflecting that your soul wants it to reflect. Or even further, there's something deeper, something that your true nature, your authentic self wants to bring down for you to experience, or you to be, or you to become, or you to receive. And that it lets you know. And something moves out of harmony, becomes disharmonious. There could be other reasons as well. We could have information that is like negative information. So, information is another way of saying, maybe I'll put it a different way. We know the soul, we have the understanding of the soul, and we have an understanding that the soul is the boss, and the soul is very deeply connected to how we can experience things in life, whether we realize it or not. Now, maybe the layers of the soul, the layers of information, is a new concept to you. Maybe you've heard it before. But in Master Sha's teaching, he shares something called Shen, Qi, and Jing. So, Shen, I'm going to write it out, because this is the basic fundamental wisdom. Okay. So Shen, Qi, Jing. Shen is comprised of soul, heart, mind. Qi is energy, and Jing means matter. So the soul is also known as the warehouse of information. The heart is known as the receiver of the information. The mind is known as the processor of information. The energy, or the qi, is the mover of the information. Mover. And the jing is a place where it physically manifests. I'm rephrasing the official things, but this is essentially it. So in saying this, the reason I share about in this way is that if you keep the board and shot as I sit down. So, like I said before, in the beginning, the soul is a golden light being, and the soul is the boss. this is one way to understand the soul. You can see it maybe if you have the third eye open or spiritual channels, you can see a golden light being or a being. And sometimes there are different things in this light being. But another way of seeing the same thing is seeing it as information, or a warehouse of information. So it's like, I don't really have a ball with me, but if you imagine, we're going to use my scrunchie because I like scrunchies. Wait, this is a scrunchie. So this scrunchie, you can imagine this scrunchie is a golden light ball. Actually, probably it's a rainbow light ball because this is a tie-dye rainbow scrunchie. However, for illustrative purposes, this is a light ball, okay? So you can see this scrunchie as a round golden light ball, or you can see this scrunchie. All right, you know what? We are abundant here in the center. We actually have a golden light ball, imagine. We have one because, you know, we speak about souls all the time. You know, I think this is why we actually needed a prop. It tells you exactly what it is. Can you see it properly? I don't know if you can you see it from my angle? Okay. Amazing. So yeah, we are very, we do not hesitate to give you the best wisdom, the best illustrative purposes right here. We have a golden ball, everyone. No, we're not the best. That's what I mean. I mean to say just, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. So yes, this is my prop. Welcome to my prop. So this is a golden light ball, quite literally. And a golden light ball, if you can see the soul this way, you can see it like a golden light ball, for instance. However, there is many ways you can actually see the soul, because the soul is very deep, has many layers to it. So actually, you can be seeing the same thing, but in a different way. It depends on, you can think of it a little bit like when you have glasses. Like I have glasses right now. So I will see the world like in this way. And if I take off my glasses, I'll see the world differently. If I wear sunglasses, I'll see the world differently again. If I have pink tinted glasses, which is one of my life missions, because who doesn't want pink tinted glasses, then I will see things in a pink tinted glasses way, right? So this means every time I look at this golden light ball, I will see it differently depending on the way that I see it, right? This is the same with how we can perceive the soul. So in one way, you can see the soul as a golden light being, but in another way, you could see it as information. So you can see literally just like I'm gonna go back to my scrunchie because I mean I can. So you can see my scrunchie has a hole in it, right? So it's just like round, but it has a hole in it. And in the hole, you can imagine maybe just like little pieces of information. And that could be how you would see the soul. So I could see it like a golden light ball, or I can see it as a scrunchie with information in it. But this depends on my glasses. I literally do have sunglasses, but then I think you kind of get my point. So depending on the way we wish to see the soul, we will see the soul. And it doesn't mean you have to have spiritual channels or you need to have a third eye open to see the soul. You can also imagine or just understand the overall message, right? You can see the soul as a golden light ball, or you can see the soul as the content of like, literally the warehouse of information. And depending on the way you wish to see it, also allows you to discuss the soul or to talk about the soul or to learn about the soul uniquely. So when I see, or when you look at the soul and try to communicate as the soul was a golden light being, then you can understand that the golden light being as a soul may have a journey it may not be fully radiant all the time. Maybe it has different, specs. Maybe if there's something like negative information, some blockages, if there's some blockages, then it may not look very golden. It may look a little bit gray, right? And in the same way, you can say that the soul, as this warehouse of information that is my tie-dye scrunchie, if you see it in this way, then you can see that it's comprised of information. And this information could have positive consequences in your life, but could also contain negative information. And how do we know this? We know this very simply. In your physical life, do you have a challenge? Raise your hand. It's a question. If you have a challenge, yes, I can see you. Yes, I think, yes. Thank you, Jean. Right. Yes, a few of you now raising your hands. Yes. So if you have a challenge, then you know that somewhere in your information there is something that is saying that there is a challenge. And if you are experiencing that challenge in your physical life, it means that there is information at the core layer and level of yourself that would be saying that you would be experiencing a challenge. So the way that I would say that is, if you look back at the whiteboard, if you see the whiteboard, you can see at the core, the soul, the warehouse of information. That information can be positive or negative information. The positive information will manifest love, light, joy, abundance, positive relationships. It will manifest good working relationships. It will manifest health. It will manifest many good things that occur in your life. Alternatively, if there's negative information in the warehouse, then that will manifest as health challenges, relationship challenges, financial challenges, and a whole host of other things. Now, depending on the messages that are in your warehouse, what occurs is that that information travels through the soul, or the warehouse of information travels through the soul, to the heart, to the mind, and the energy and the matter. And when it reaches there, we are experiencing it in our physical world. So you understand how deep this message is when you say the soul is the boss. Because the soul, what's in that warehouse of information, will be letting you know what you are experiencing in your physical life. Are you beginning to see how the soul and the physical life is connected? Yeah? Is it becoming clearer for you? Maybe you already knew. Maybe it's something that was not new to you. But this is key for understanding a lot of things. Because if there is disharmony in your physical life, that means that there is something at the soul layer that is not in harmony and that needs transformation. And if this is the case, then there are things that you can actually do to bring that transformation into your life. Because ultimately, we may be in the physical life, but if everyone and everything has a soul, then your soul wants to tell you something. And the information is letting you know. So if you experience something, let's say there is something actually that your soul really wants. Maybe your soul wants to paint or draw or wants to go on a walk in the woods regularly. It could tell you that. It could share it with you. Or sometimes it may do that already, but you may not realize what it's saying or doing, how it's letting you know. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a practice. We're going to do a practice that I will guide you through. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's going to be an experience. Are you guys okay with that? Does that work for you? Are you ready to be immersed in the experience? This is something, sometimes an experience allows us to go into a space where we are open to receive. So let's do that. So put both feet flat on the floor and your back away from the back of the chair and close your eyes. And bring your attention to your lower abdomen area. You can close your eyes, bring your attention to your lower abdomen, and fully relax. And just breathe in and out at your natural pace. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And lastly, breathe in and breathe out. And fully relax. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect to our soul. We're going to speak to our soul. So I want you to repeat after me. Okay, repeat after me. Dear my soul, I love you. I honor you. And I appreciate you. I thank you. I thank you for all that you have done for me and all that you continue to do for me. And I ask you for your forgiveness. I apologize for not being able to hear you, to listen to what you may wish to share with me. I apologize when I did not listen to you, or any time I ignored you, knowingly or unknowingly. I apologize for anything that I did to you or I did that may have hurt or harmed me or you on our soul journey, please forgive me. I forgive you too. I release you and I release myself. Thank you. And now just focus in your lower abdomen. Just see in your lower abdomen. Visualize beautiful golden light. Golden light shining in your lower abdomen. Shining, beautiful shining light. And suddenly, in that light, there comes a lake. Suddenly a lake appears, and by the lake you can see some trees, beautiful trees, and in the distance there are mountains. And through the trees there is a figure that seems to be walking towards you. It comes closer and closer, and it sits on a rock by the lake. Who is this figure? You go closer to find out. Wow! It's your soul. It's my soul. My soul is sitting on the lake. Your soul is sitting on this rock by the lake. And the soul is smiling at you. A beautiful, wide smile. And suddenly, you see another figure walking through the trees, coming closer and closer and closer. Wow! It is a beautiful saint or a Buddha. And this saint takes your hand, and it takes the hand of your soul, and it joins both your hands together. And you look at your soul looks at you, and both of you smile. And the saint says, it's time to open your hearts to each other even more. Receive each other's love even more. Open heart. Open heart. And you and your soul both begin to say the words love. Not just love, the greatest love. Greatest love. And you can also say it if you wish, or you can listen to your soul and yourself. They both say greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, and you can feel your heart opening. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. The heart opens even bigger. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. And you can begin to feel the love. Greatest love, 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 greatest love. The heart opens even further. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Even bigger, your heart opens. So much love is pouring in. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Feel the power of love with yourself and your soul. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. You can really feel the love. And the saint that is with you asks you both to fully relax, and they will sing for you. Listen to the song of the saint. Absorb the light, absorb the love of the saint. Feel the light. And the saint offers you a beautiful smile. Your soul and you both smile back to the saint. And the saint bids you farewell and leaves. And your soul looks at you. Your soul smiles. You smile back. And you thank each other. And your soul begins to walk back into the forest, the trees. And then, as it is walking away, the golden light begins to shine very brightly, very, very brightly. And you are once again back in your lower abdomen. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in again and breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Beautiful. How is everyone? How was that for you? If you like to share, we'd love to hear from you. And don't go just yet. We have a little bit of a surprise at the end for you. So yes, please let me know if you want to share in person on camera, or if you want to write in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you. We also love to see your faces on camera if that's possible. Thank you.
Hello, I'm going to share something. It was beautiful. Thank you very much. Especially I had a big grudge when I started that against my mom, and it was so weird because he allowed me to go back inside myself, inside the soul, and really to really understand that grudge, there is no way out of grudge. The only way out is forgiveness. And I really deeply know that. But when I heard your voice, you were saying your words, and the only word that kept coming throughout was forgive and remove yourself, forgive and remove yourself. So thank you. It was really deep for me. I had lots of emotion when I started. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing, Linda. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you for being here. And that felt like a very deep experience. I'm very grateful to hear your sharing. Thank you. I think Catalan wants to share. Hi.
Hello. I feel a peace inside and the heart in all my body. It was marvelous. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm very happy for you. It can feel that way sometimes, yes, because when you connect to the soul is like, I'm connecting. You feel so happy or peaceful. It feels like you hear it, you know? Yeah.
Yes.
I think Kanchan wants to share.
Yes, thank you so much, Shainey. So much, so much. Really, really happy to connect to the soul, deeper. And as you started, my soul seemed excited. I started coughing all of a sudden, clearing, the throat. So as if to make space, to go within. And as we continued, the light and the vibration in the abdomen, it just started to grow.
Talagang gusto niya yung gusto niya. Ay, pwede yan. Pag gusto mo. Insistent. Persistent.
I think it's Mercedes.
Ikaw, matandang nakikita mo na super tigas ulo. Asus. Oh. Ibig sabihin stubborn, ayaw maturuan.
Okay, thank you. I'm back on. Thank you. I felt my lower abdomen was vibrating and felt the light was getting, like bigger. So that's the golden ball getting bigger. And I saw myself, and then I met the saint, was Medicine Buddha. And recently, last few days, I've been connecting more to Medicine Buddha because I've been going through, cold and cough. And so I'm connecting to Medicine Buddha to give me the herbs, whatever I need on soul level. So, and I have been receiving the experience is so good, connecting and receiving the herbs. But this was really unique. And as we met, I felt expanded and I felt like I was held and that love, that that love is just unique. That I never experienced this, like before. So that was unique. And that's a message from the soul as well, that the soul really loves me. It's just my imagination, right? That, oh, I need more love. Yes, we do need more love. But that all that is sitting inside us, So this was such a beautiful experience, and we could have gone on. Didn't want to end. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Golden Girl. Thank you. You're muted as well.
Can you hear me now? Yes, okay, great. Okay, apologies. Yes, that sounds like also a very deep and profound experience. There was many deep experiences today. I'm very happy, very grateful. So we have a few minutes, and the last few minutes, I wanted to give you the opportunity to receive a message from your soul. So if one of you wants to receive a message from your soul, please raise your golden hand, and I will share a message from your soul. If you don't know how to raise your golden hand, you can also write in the chat. But whilst you are doing that, I'm going to read a few comments from the chat so everyone can get the opportunity to apply to receive a message or to hear a message from their soul. Can you go a little bit higher? A little higher? Okay, yeah. Jean said, thank you, Shainey, for sharing many wisdom of the soul. I love you. I love my heart and soul. And it is my love and honor to serve. I see you on the Hands Practitioner Gathering. Love your wit and wisdom. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jean. Yes, that's another session that I'm very blessed to do with David Lush. And maybe people are sending their love. Okay. Beautiful. And yes, keep going. Okay, Harmony says, that was so deep and blissful going into the meditation with you. Amazing. Aarti says, such a beautiful experience. Immediately felt my message center open, and by the end of the meditation, felt a deeper connection to self and my soul. Deepest love and gratitude to you and everyone serving. Jean says, tears fell from my eyes as my soul and I connected on a deeper level. Thank you for the meditation. Beautiful. Neelam, very peaceful and calming. Thank you so much. Hemlata, thank you so much, dear Shainey, for the powerful session. It was great to connect with our soul. Deeply grateful. Love you all. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. So I'll now check who wishes to receive a message from their soul. Okay. Let's see. I'm not going to choose from my mind. I'm going to connect and see who heaven chooses. I get Catalin. Can you unmute, Catalin?
Yeah.
I don't think I can hear you. Can you say something? He's muted? Okay. We can't see you or hear you, Catalin. Do you mind saying something? Okay, it doesn't seem to be working. It'll maybe give you a few minutes to sort out your sound. If you can hear us, and you can just speak and let us know you are back. In the meantime, I'll choose someone else. Okay. If it's working, okay. If it's not working, you can also log out and then come back in. In the meantime, I'll choose someone else. I get Kamini.
Wow. Thank you so much, Shainey. Oh my God. I'm so blessed. Thank you, thank you.
Are you ready to receive a message from your soul?
Yes, oh my God. Really, really am. Because since we did the soul open third eye thing with Francisco, I've been going deeper, so it'd be very interesting.
Amazing, yes. And if actually, before I share the message for you, if any of you wish to receive a message from your soul for yourself in a private setting or a private consultation, then there is a link that we'll share in the chat where you can book a private consultation and you can receive a message for your soul journey, and we will share it in the chat in a moment. And also, we are going to be sharing more about the soul and the soul journey in a very special opportunity coming up that we'll be sharing in the next couple of weeks, where you can learn about the soul journey, the deeper layers of it, and how it can affect your life and what you can do, and receive lots of blessings for that. So pay attention as we will share that in the coming weeks. So yes, the link will be in the chat soon. So, are you ready, Kamini?
Yeah, definitely.
Close your eyes and receive. How? This is the soul of Kamini. I love you, most beloved Kamini. I have tears of deep gratitude because I am deeply grateful that we can be on a dedicated soul journey. On this journey, on this very long journey, we have strived in the mountains. We have gone to very difficult places that are hard to reach. And in these places, we have sought to find God, find the saints. We have sought to find the truth, to find enlightenment. And it was very difficult. We've even gone through times in certain lives where we tried to cultivate an open heart by being a mother, by being a leader, by being sometimes a baker. Because in that time, when we were a baker, we learned how to share our love through food by giving things that were sweet or wholesome or hearty to nurture others. And in this lifetime, I'd cry tears of gratitude because the wisdom I have received is so deep and so powerful. The blessings I have received are beyond words. And I cry tears of gratitude because this is the expression that I wish to have and wish to let you know from the depths of my own being how I can appreciate everything I'm gifted with, the wisdom I receive in this lifetime. This is my message to you, and this is what I wanted you to know. How hard it is to even get one summary sentence about the soul. It's not easy. And yet there were so many one-sentence secrets, deep wisdom. This is why I cry tears of gratitude. I love you very much. How? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How? Whew. How do you feel, family? Oh, I think you're muted.
Maybe. Can you hear now?
Yes, I can hear.
Oh, that's right. That was so deep and so true. It really resonated with me because ever since joining Master Shah, this is what I've been searching for, some answers and something connecting to my true soul. And, you know, it's just so deep. There are no words. It's just so beautiful. It feels like the divine's talking to me. I'm so in love with the divine. I have been saying this for the last few weeks, in fact, to people. I'm so happy I'm in love with the divine. I'm so happy I'm in love with the divine. So, you know, I'm so grateful for that. I think I'll just keep going the way I am, and it'll go resonate deeper and deeper. And the blockages will unblock, and I can serve humanity with a lighter heart, and it's so lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
Very deep. Amazing. So yes, receiving a message from your soul, or even from a saint around your soul and your soul journey, it really is a very deep, very transformative experience. And it allows you to develop that connection with really the essence of yourself, who you truly are. Because if we don't have a relationship with our soul, how are we doing life, right? So connecting with our soul is incredibly important for our life, for our physical journey, but also for our soul journey. So if you want to learn more, if you want to connect with your soul, you can book a session with me, and there'll be other opportunities as well to learn more about the soul and the soul journey coming very soon. And this has
Really better
been
book.
our session. Sorry. Yes, this has been our session. Thank you so much for being here present. We love you very much and see you again very soon. I think, Johannes, did you want to share a few things? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.
Goodbye. And all the best.